Welcome to the back my channel.
The Brown family, they've always been in the spotlight thanks to sister wives. We've seen their lives play out, the good, the bad, the whole emotional mess of being in a big, unusual family. But get this, Christine Brown just dropped a bomb. She's saying there's something big that explains years of problems in the family. Christine's usually pretty private, not one to spill her feelings. But fans have always wondered about her with Kody and the other wives. Now, she's saying she can't be quiet anymore. What she's spilling about Robyn and Kody's secret deal is a lot. Christine says it's bigger than just family bickering. She's claiming Kody and Robyn made a deal way back that put Robyn in charge. She feels like it left her and the other wives feeling left out and unheard. If you've watched the show for a while, you might remember some weird moments. Well, Christine's putting it all together and telling us what was really going on. She remembers when she started thinking something was up. It wasn't one thing, but a pattern, choices that should have had everyone involved, vacations, money stuff, were being made secretly by Kody and Robyn. She felt like she wasn't supposed to know what was happening. Like, there was this one time they were planning a big trip. But she found out Kody and Robyn had already decided everything without talking to anyone else. At first, she thought it was a mistake, but it kept happening. Whether it was schedules, shopping, or the kids, Robyn and Kody were doing their own thing. Christine says this made things bad between the wives. She felt like she didn't matter, like her thoughts weren't important. Over time, she figured out it wasn't an accident and that Robyn and Kody were working together. She calls it a secret deal where Robyn's voice was all that mattered. Remember those fights on TV? We thought maybe they were just normal disagreements. Christine's now saying they were because of this problem, this secret deal that caused things to be uneven. It wasn't just little stuff. It was about who had the power and how it made everyone feel. Christine also says the deal wasn't just at home. She says Robyn and Kody had some understanding about how to act in public with the media. She felt like Robyn was always the main one and the other wives were made to seem less important. It made Christine feel pushed aside. It's taken a toll on Christine. She's saying she was angry, upset, and sad for years, watching choices being made without her, seeing Robyn get more influence, and Kody always taking Robyn's side made her feel helpless. If you recall times when Christine looked upset, she's now saying it was because of this secret agreement and how it changed the family. Christine explains that she finally spoke up because she couldn't stay silent anymore. She wanted to tell fans what was really going on. She's hoping that if she tells the truth, it'll explain things and maybe help the family change. She doesn't want to attack Robyn or Kody, but she wants to point out what she thinks hurt everyone. Fans are all over this. Social media is exploding with talk and support for Christine. Some are saying they get why there was tension on sister wives. Others are sticking up for Robyn and Kody, saying family choices are hard and maybe it wasn't a deal, just how things turned out. The internet's going crazy with everyone arguing over what Christine said. What's interesting is that Christine's bringing this up now, after all these years. Maybe it explains why the family's been splitting up, changing where they live, and fighting. Christine's telling us why things have been so messed up for so long. Christine also talks about how this affected her kids, who were getting confused about why some people were listened to more than others. Christine says it wasn't easy to get to the truth. She felt betrayed, sad, and scared of what people would say. She had to think about what she did and how she could make things better. Finally, she spoke out because she wanted to be honest and hoped the family would admit there was a problem and fix it. Christine's making people rethink the Browns. She's showing us that things aren't always what they seem on TV. And there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. She's ending things by asking for honesty and open talk. She says no family's perfect, but that keeping secrets and favoring people can mess things up for a long time. She's not just trying to rat out Robyn and Kody. She's trying to point out what can ruin relationships and happiness for sister wives. Viewers, this is big. It's about family, power, and being brave enough to speak up when you're being shut out. It makes you wonder what we really know about the Browns and what the truth really costs. In the end, Christine spilling everything reminds us that even in families that look great on the outside, there can be issues that cause big problems. Her story starts to talk about trust and how hard it is to keep things good in a family this big. People are talking and wondering what'll happen. But one thing's for sure, Christine Brown just changed everything. Okay, here's a more human-sounding version of the text. Fans are still buzzing after Christine Brown spilled the tea about a secret deal between Robyn and Kody. So what's the deal with this pact? According to Christine, it wasn't just a little thing. It seriously changed how the Brown family worked for years. Christine says the pact had three main parts: who got the most attention in the family, who got the most money, and who had the most say. She says Robyn and Kody used these things to control things, which often made the other wives feel left out. Christine says that Robyn and Kody seemed to decide almost everything. Whether it was about vacations, parties, or chores, Robyn was always in charge. Christine says that even when everyone should have had a say, Kody and Robyn would decide things together first. She gave an example of a big holiday party the other wives thought they'd all talk about who would host and the plan. But Christine found out that Robyn and Kody already figured it all out. By the time the other wives knew, the plans were done. Christine said she felt like she didn't matter, which she says happened a lot. This went beyond just holidays, like who took care of which kids or did what activities was often decided without talking to the other wives. Christine says that Robyn was basically treated like the boss, and the other wives had to just go along with it, according to Christine. The secret deal also touched financial stuff. She says Robyn had too much say over the family's money, like investments and property. Christine says that even though all the wives helped out, Robyn's opinions seemed to count more, giving her more control. Christine says the money part of the deal was clear when they bought property. Big decisions about buying or selling houses were usually made by Kody and Robyn without talking to her or the other wives. This, she says, made them feel left out and resentful because they felt like their thoughts didn't matter. Besides the practical stuff, Christine talks about the emotional impact of being excluded from money stuff. She says money is about more than just dollars. It's about respect and having a voice in important decisions. Being left out made the family's power structure worse and caused more emotional stress. Maybe the trickiest part of the secret deal was how Kody and Robyn always sided with each other. Christine says Kody always agreed with Robyn, no matter if it was a small argument or a big choice. This, she says, meant Robyn's view always won while the other wives were ignored. Christine remembers trying to share her thoughts, but Kody had already agreed with Robyn. This, she says, made her feel unimportant. She says that Kody and Robyn's bond affected her not only with them but with the other wives too. This led to tension and distrust. The kids were affected too. Christine noticed the kids were treated differently, with some getting more attention than others. While maybe not on purpose, Christine says the secret deal made this unfairness normal, which made the family even more tense. Christine says the secret deal wasn't obvious. It was about setting things up so that Robyn had the most say. Here's how she describes it. ******* Private chats. ****** Robyn and Kody would secretly make choices and then tell the family. ****** Same page. ****** Even when asking for advice, Kody would usually pick Robyn's idea, which made the other wives feel like their opinions didn't matter. Looks good. They would act like they decided things together, but the real decision was already made. Christine thinks this is why the pact worked for so long without people noticing. Fans might have seen some fights or awkward moments, but the full picture, this plan between Kody and Robyn, wasn't clear until now. Christine wants to make it clear she's not attacking Robyn, she just wants to talk about the problem that hurt the family. She says that being unfair, even without meaning to, can cause long-term damage. By talking about the pact, Christine hopes to help people understand and get the family to talk about these problems. She also says that keeping things secret was key to the pact because decisions were made privately. The other wives felt helpless. Christine says not being open led to years of frustration and distance in the family. Since Christine's claims, fans have been looking back at the show and social media for evidence. People are seeing past moments differently and noticing patterns they missed before. There are debates about if Robyn and Kody planned this or if they just got along naturally. Some fans feel bad for Christine, praising her for speaking up. Others defend Robyn and Kody, saying that big families have hard choices and that Christine might be biased. But either way, people are talking about the Brown family again because of Christine's story. Christine thinks the secret pact shows a bigger problem: how can power quietly affects families. She says the pact made things hard with Kody and Robyn, but also with the other wives and kids. Favoritism can affect trust and communication. By sharing these details, Christine is letting people see what it's really like in the Brown family. Her story explains why there were conflicts and why some people felt left out. More importantly, it shows that being open, fair, and kind is key to having a good family. Christine ends by asking the family to think about what secret deals can do. She says talking and deciding things together is how to keep trust. Christine hopes her story will make Robyn, Kody, and the others really deal with these problems and fix their relationships. For fans, Christine's story helps explain the Brown family. It makes people think about what they see on TV and know that things are usually more complicated. Christine's bravery reminds people that even in families that look great, there can be hidden things that hurt people. Okay. So Christine Brown spilled the tea about Kody and Robyn having this secret thing. And it messed up the whole family way more than people think, according to Christine. It wasn't just little arguments. It hit everyone hard emotionally and changed how they all related to each other. Christine says that when Kody and Robyn made decisions behind everyone's backs, it made the other wives Mary, Janelle, and her feel left out and like their thoughts didn't count. At first, they were just annoyed, but it grew into something bigger. Can you imagine being in a family where what you think doesn't matter, and someone else always calls the shots? That's how Christine felt every day because of this secret. At first, the wives just felt a little stressed, small fights got big fast, and talking about everyday stuff became tense. With Kody and Robyn already deciding things, the other wives felt like they couldn't change anything, slowly killing their sense of family. Christine remembers one holiday that was really bad. Usually, they'd all plan stuff together and work things out. But she noticed that Robyn always got her way from when to go, where to stay, and even where they went. Kody always took Robyn's side without even thinking about what the others wanted. To Christine, it was a sign that she didn't matter as much. Mary and Janelle felt the same way, Christine says. Even when they tried to speak up, Robyn and Kody had already decided things. Over time, the wives just got frustrated and sad, and some just stopped trying. Christine says they didn't talk about it much. So things were tense all the time, which hurt how they talked to each other and even how they parented their kids. One of the worst things, according to Christine, was that it messed up their communication. Since Kody and Robyn's voices were the only ones that mattered, others felt ignored. People stopped speaking freely because if you disagreed with Robyn, you'd get shut down. Christine says she tried to help fix things, but her ideas didn't matter to Kody and Robyn. She says this made them trust each other less, not just the wives and Kody, but the wives and each other. She says the Brown family became an example of what happens when you don't feel heard. It wasn't just the wives either. Christine says the kids noticed too. Some kids were part of making some decisions and others weren't, which made them think Kody and Robyn had favorites. Christine says kids are smart, and even if it's not obvious, favoritism can mess with their feelings and how they see what's fair. She talks about times when the kids asked why some people got to speak more, or why some opinions mattered more. Christine says it made them confused, sad, and sometimes angry. She thinks that Robyn and Kody probably didn't mean to cause harm, but the way things were set up made it seem like some people were more important than others. The secret thing also messed up the wives' relationships. Christine says that even though they looked like one big happy family on TV, they were growing apart. They started trusting each other less and holding grudges. Little arguments turned into big fights because they saw everything as favoritism. Christine remembers talking to Mary and Janelle about how they felt left out. It helped to talk, but it also showed how alone they felt. They bonded over being the non-favorite wives, but it was also a sign of how much the secret was hurting them. Christine also says it wasn't always obvious, but things like not talking as much, getting annoyed during family meetings, and looking sad on TV were all signs of something deeper. Fans might have seen it, but Christine says it was because of the Kody Robyn thing. Christine thinks that these feelings will last for a while and affect how they trust and talk to each other. Christine says that when one person always has more power, it can make others feel like they're not good enough and are always tired of trying. If they don't fix it, it can cause even more problems down the road. Plus, the kids might have similar feelings when they grow up. Christine worries that seeing favoritism and unequal treatment will change how they see fairness in their own relationships. She thinks it's not just about the current family problems but how they build and keep relationships in the future. Christine shares a few stories to show how bad it got. Once, they planned a family vacation without talking to the other wives. When the wives showed up, they learned that nobody had asked them what they wanted, which caused all sorts of drama. Christine says her kids asked her why their voices didn't matter, which showed how the secret pact affected everyone. Another time, they made money decisions that favored Robyn, while the other wives helped pay for everything. It seemed like Robyn's thoughts mattered more when they were spending the money or making investments. Christine says it made everyone feel like it wasn't fair and it caused future problems. One thing that's interesting is how different things looked on TV than they were in real life. They seemed happy and united, and people thought they made decisions together, but Christine says that wasn't how it was. The secret pact made it so that Kody and Robyn decided everything and the others didn't get a say. Christine says it's important to understand this to really see what was going on with the family. The fights and drama on TV were because of this bigger problem, not just random things. It changes how we see the show and makes it more complicated. Christine says the secret pact really messed up the family and how everyone feels. She says it's not about blaming Robyn or Kody but seeing that favoritism and secrets can hurt even close families. Christine wants to share her side so they can start fixing things. She wants viewers to remember that families on TV have real problems. Christine wants people to think about family dynamics, power, and how important fairness is. Christine says, this thing impacted everyone, and we still feel it today. To heal, families have to be honest and figure out how to fix it. Her story helps people see why things were so hard, why relationships were strained, and how this secret pact made things complicated for the Brown family over time. It's not just a TV show now, it's about real people going through real problems, with lessons that matter to everyone. Christine Brown dropped a bomb about Kody and Robyn having a secret agreement, and Sister Wives fans are all over it. Everyone's asking if Christine's telling the truth and what Robyn and Kody have to say about it. The way they've answered or dodged the question says a lot and makes the family drama even juicier. People close to the situation say Robyn and Kody played it cool at first. They supposedly admitted Christine had a point but didn't say there was a secret agreement. Instead, they said they made choices thinking about what was best for everyone. They said that with 7 people in the family, decisions get tricky. And sometimes the two of them just clicked on what to do. Robyn's always been in the spotlight. People see her as Kody's 4th wife, who has a big say in what the family does. Christine claims Robyn's power went way beyond what you saw on TV. She thinks Robyn being buddies with Kody let her change things in the house in ways that made the other wives feel left out. But Robyn says she's not playing favorites, she just wants the family to get along. Kody's also talked about the claims, but not directly. He said the family decides things together, and even though they fight, no wife calls all the shots. Still, Christine argues that he always backs Robyn. She says that even if Kody thinks it's a group thing, he always siding with Robyn gave her the advantage and made this so-called pact possible. Christine's story blew up online. People on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are arguing over if she's right. Looking at old episodes and interviews for proof, some fans are Team Christine, saying they always thought Robyn had too much power and the other wives weren't involved enough. Others stick up for Robyn and Kody. They say big families are always going to have someone who makes more decisions. They think Christine might just be mad and not seeing the whole picture. Either way, this shows how much fans care about what's really going on. Experts in family relationships are also giving their 2 cents. They say that if one person, or in this case, one couple, always has the most say, it can make others feel left out, angry, and distant. Some experts think Christine's claims perfectly explain how a power imbalance can mess up a family's feelings. What's interesting is how little Robyn and Kody have said about all this. Sure, they've talked about some small stuff, but most fans think they're hiding something. Christine thinks their silence speaks volumes. She thinks they're trying to control the story and protect their image by not facing things head-on. This silence is adding fuel to the fire online. Fans are coming up with all sorts of ideas about what's going on behind the scenes, from secret plans to fixing their reputation. Every vague thing Robyn and Kody say just makes people talk more, not less. Even with the denials and careful words, Christine's not backing down. She says she's not trying to blame anyone. She just wants to point out patterns that have hurt people. Christine says that no matter what Robyn and Kody meant to do, the way they acted created a pecking order and made things unfair for the other wives. Christine also says it's important to own up to what happened. She thinks admitting the impact of your choices, even if you didn't mean to, is the first step to getting better. By sharing her side, she hopes the family can have an honest talk. Christine's point is clear: even small acts of exclusion can have big consequences for years. The media's been all over this story, too. News outlets and reality TV blogs quickly picked up Christine's claims, calling it a huge shakeup. Headlines like Christine reveals Robyn and Kody's secret family deal are everywhere. This has helped Christine get her message out, but it's also put Robyn and Kody under a microscope. Now, every old interview, every sister wives scene, even their social media posts are being checked for clues. Some fans have even made timelines of family choices, trying to find the patterns Christine talked about. Family therapists say that how people respond or don't respond can change how others see things. By being careful or unclear, Robyn and Kody might be avoiding a fight, but it's also making people guess more. Experts say that families in the public eye need to be open but also keep some things private. If they don't, things like tension and favoritism can get way bigger. Christine's story also shows that feeling like things are unfair can be just as bad as things actually being unfair. Even if Robyn and Kody didn't mean to create a hierarchy, Christine felt like they did, and that had real effects. Fans and therapists agree that what you feel matters. In this case, Christine's feelings show patterns that might have stayed hidden. Christine speaking out about the secret pact shows how powerful it can be honest. Especially when your family is always being watched. For years, she kept quiet, dealing with her feelings alone by breaking her silence. Christine is saying that it's okay to talk about tough family stuff. Her story also brings up the bigger issue of power in families. In big families like the Browns, power between people can change everything from how people feel to how well the family gets along. Christine's story reminds us that even when you mean well, your actions can backfire, especially when you make choices in secret without talking to everyone involved. While fans wait to see what Robyn and Kody do next, Christine's story has already made a difference. People online are still talking about it, sharing their thoughts and arguing about what's fair. Some think the Brown family will deal with this on future Sister Wives seasons, while others think they'll just talk about it in private. Christine's just focused on being open and responsible for her feelings. She hopes her story will get the family to face their problems and start fixing relationships that have been rocky for years. In the end, how Robyn and Kody respond or don't respond makes this story even more complicated. Christine's story shows patterns of power, and fans want answers. Whether the family talks about this openly or keeps it private, Christine's story has changed how people see the Brown family forever. Christine's point of view, plus what fans are saying, what the media is reporting, and what experts are saying, paints a clear the secret agreement changed the family, affected relationships, and its consequences continue to this day. As she says, the truth might hurt, but it's the only way to understand the damage and start to heal. For viewers, this part of the story shows that the Brown family is way more complicated than what you see on TV. It's a story of love, loyalty, arguments, and the challenge of keeping things balanced in a big family all under the public eye. Christine's story is both a news flash and a lesson about what happens when you have secret alliances. Okay, here's a more human-sounding version of that text. Fans are totally shocked by Christine Brown's big reveal about a secret deal between Kody and Robyn. Everyone online is asking, what does this mean for the family? Christine admits this is just the start. The past is the past, but the family's next steps will decide if trust, love, and togetherness can survive or if things get even worse. Ever since Christine spoke out, the Brown family has been in the spotlight. For years, fans have watched them deal with the ups and downs of polygamy. But Christine's story about the secret deal adds a whole level of drama now. Regular family stuff like vacations and schedules is being seen as proof of who's the favorite. Christine says her reveal has caused a lot of emotions. The other wives supposedly feel like she's saying what they've been thinking, but they're also uneasy. They're realizing some things might have been unfair for years. Even Kody and Robyn are probably struggling with what this all means. Christine thinks the biggest thing now is rebuilding trust. When there's favoritism, even if it's not on purpose, it can really mess with relationships. Fixing that isn't just saying sorry. It means being open, listening, and letting everyone have a say in what happens. For Christine, fixing things means having real talks where everyone listens to the other wives and actually does something about what they say. It means making sure every family member feels like they matter instead of being left out. Experts say that without this, people will stay mad and distant, which could hurt the family for years to come. Dealing with hurt feelings, it's not just about the practical stuff. The secret deal hurt people's feelings. Christine says she felt left out and favored, which caused wounds that will take time to heal. Those feelings don't just go away when a secret comes out, they need to be talked about. Christine thinks family therapy could help the Browns deal with these feelings. She says it's important to admit the emotional damage that's been done. By seeing the pain from years of things being unequal, the family can understand each other better and start to fix their relationships. Christine also points out that the kids are a big part of this. She says they've probably seen who's the favorite for years, and that might have changed how they see what's fair. She thinks the family's future depends on making sure the kids feel seen, heard, and valued. That means being open about decisions that affect them and letting them be involved. Christine warns that if they don't fix this, it could mess with the kids' feelings and how they see relationships when they grow up. Another problem is that everyone's watching. The Browns have always been in the public eye, and Christine's reveal just makes it worse. Every choice they make is now being judged. Christine knows it's hard to deal with family stuff when everyone's watching, but she also says it's a chance for the family to show that they can take responsibility, be open, and work things out. How they handle this could be an example for other families. Christine thinks that the secret deal coming out could change things a lot. Some changes might be about how they make decisions, who does what around the house, or how they handle money. Other changes might be about rebuilding trust and fixing the relationships between the wives. She believes it's important to admit what happened and try to be fair. If the family wants to move forward, if they don't, she says, the unfairness could keep hurting relationships and maybe even break the family up more. Christine also thinks there's a bigger lesson here. She says the secret deal is a reminder that it's important to be open, fair, and make sure everyone feels included in any family. She says that even if you mean well, things can go wrong if you always listen to some people more than others. Families need to make sure everyone feels valued. That means having ways to make decisions, talking openly, and dealing with problems before they get worse. Even though the secret deal caused pain, Christine is still hopeful that things can be fixed. She thinks families can get through even big problems if they're honest, understanding, and committed to being fair. For Christine, fixing things doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means admitting what happened, understanding why it was bad, and making sure it doesn't happen again. She hopes that by speaking out, she can encourage her family to fix things, rebuild trust, and make their relationships stronger. Fans of Sister Wives are watching closely to see what happens next. Some hope the family will talk about these issues on TV so viewers can see what it's like to be in a big blended family. Others wonder if private talks will matter more than what's shown on TV. No matter what, Christine's reveal has changed things. Now, it's not just about everyday life, it's about taking responsibility, being fair, and dealing with the emotional results of secret alliances. Fans are waiting to see if the family can handle this and make sure it doesn't happen again. Christine ends by saying, the secret deal showed the problems in our family, but it also gave us a chance to face the truth. We can heal if we're willing to face the past, listen to each other,